I bought new earrings, they're ice cubes, and now I've got the song stuck in my head, Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. Hey, it's Mel, I hope you're doing well, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today we're going to be looking into another unsolved case. This one is called the Yogtze case, Yogtze. I'm not sure how to pronounce that considering it's not an actual word. This case is both confusing and intriguing at the same time, and if you're interested in any of my content, consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the post notification bell. This case occurred in Germany, so apologies if I pronounce anything wrong. It all began with a married man named Gunther Stroll from Germany, who was a recently unemployed food engineer from Anshausen. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And side note, if you hear construction, people near my street are just planning on apparently building a black hole of some kind. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean, but they've been doing construction for about 10 months now. I don't know what the hell it is they're building. I've just set everything up. I'm in the middle of filming and these people decide to start doing construction. Apologies for the background noise. Throughout 1984, Gunther suffered from acute paranoia, and he would often talk to his wife about people who wanted to kill him, but he never said who these people were. He would refer to these group of people as they or them. Gunther feared for his life and said that he was being followed, though his wife did not believe him. On the night of the 25th of October 1984, Gunther was quietly sat in his living room along with his wife when out of nowhere he suddenly jumped out of his chair and said in German, quote, "I get it," or, quote, "I understand now." On a piece of paper he wrote down the word Yogtze, which is just a random bunch of letters with no translations in German nor English. If anyone out there knows what this word means, let me know in the comment section down below because I'm so intrigued. Soon after writing the note, Gunther left the house and his wife never saw him again. Around 11 PM, Gunther went to his favourite pub in Wilmsdorf. After ordering his first drink, Gunther collapsed on the floor and injured his face. He fell unconscious. He hadn't even touched his first drink yet. After regaining consciousness, Gunther left the pub and drove to a nearby town called Hagerseelbach, where he had grown up. The next day, 26th of October at 1 AM, Gunther went to the home of an old woman who he knew from his childhood. She was more of an acquaintance. He told the woman that he knew something bad was about to happen. He said, quote, "Something's about to happen tonight, something pretty terrifying," end quote. The old woman was obviously confused and concerned, so she told Gunther to go to his parents' house, but he refused, saying that his parents would not understand what he was going through. Instead, Gunther planned to go home and talk to his wife, but sadly he never made it home. Around 3 AM, two truck drivers found a crashed car off the Hagen-Sud exit, over 100 kilometers away from Hagen-Seelbach. The car was crashed in a trench alongside the highway. The two truck drivers looked inside the car only to find 35-year-old Gunther, naked, barely conscious and injured. The truck drivers also claim that as they approached the wreckage, they saw an unknown man walking away. While waiting for the police to arrive, Gunther told the two truck drivers that 4 other men were in the car with him, but they had run away. Gunther said the 4 men were strangers. Sadly, Gunther died on the way to the hospital. The fact that Gunther was found naked just confused investigators, as there was no reasoning for it. The autopsy confirmed that Gunther didn't die from the car accident. He had been injured elsewhere before the car accident. Investigators believed that the 4 men that Gunther described put him in the car and drove to the crash site. At this point, police were digging into Gunther's life to see if he had any criminal history. However, he had no history of drug use, no criminal record, nothing. The 4 men were never found, and Gunther's death remains a mystery. Going back to the note that Gunther wrote, which was Yogtze, many investigators and people have tried to crack this and find out what it means, but it led to nothing. Some people have said that maybe the G is a 6. One theory is that Y06TZE was the license plate number of the car that hit Gunther, meaning that he somehow knew he'd be hit by the car. Another theory attempts to connect the note to a Romanian radio station that had the call sign of Yogtze. Now this could just be a mere coincidence. In my opinion, the license plate number theory doesn't quite make sense, considering that Gunther wrote the Yogtze note in his own home. It's possible that Gunther was not only dealing with paranoia, but he was also dealing with some form of mental illness, and he just wrote this word and it actually means nothing. The German police ruled this case as a murder, but it remains unsolved. The killers have never been caught. Now usually this is the point of the video where I give my final thoughts or my own theory as to what I think happened, but this case just doesn't make sense. It's really confusing. I've tried to connect the pieces together and I cannot for the life of me. The fact that Gunther was found naked, that's just the part that I don't get. Why is he naked? Why is he abandoned in a car wreck? I have no idea. So there you have it, that is the unsolved Yogtze case. Let me know your thoughts on this case in the comment section down below, and as always, thanks for watching, take care, bye.